I had a 3-day weekend to spend in lovely Kumamoto prefecture, so I went to all the hard-offs and found some really cool stuff. It's pretty common to find stacks on stacks of PS2s and Wiis at bargain bin prices, and nearby you'll of course find some old systems. Here's a copy of F-Zero for 10 bucks. I know I'm going to regret not buying it, but I found a mint copy of Super Mario Bros. For the Famicom for $25. In this showcase are a few Game Boy Advance SPs for less than $30 each. At another store is a twin Famicom for almost 150 bucks. Twin Famicoms combine the Famicom disk system and a composite video out Famicom that is incredibly valuable if the disk drive works. Junk twin Famicoms with snapped drive belts are worth around $60 but are easily fixed if you can get the parts. This here's a PC Engine Duo, a combo PC Engine and Super CD-ROM console that goes for a lot of money on eBay. They priced this one at about $150, but it will probably need the capacitors replaced, and that isn't an easy fix. All over Japan you'll find Hard Off sister shop Book Off. Mostly they sell books, but they also sell used video games, usually for more recent console generations. However, most will have a whole shelf devoted to PlayStation 1 games, but don't expect to find anything too rare. Hard Offs don't just sell video games, they even have old records. And with the resurgence of Star Wars, it's easier than ever to find mint, never-been-opened toys from the 90s. I love plastic models, and it's always fun to check out the Gundam section of most hard-offs. These have all the necessary components and have probably never been opened. But they're actually not priced that much differently than if you bought it from any discount hobby retailer or got it off Amazon. Another quirk of hard-offs is the airsoft rack. These replicas look like the real deal. No orange tips or anything to mark the difference from a real gun. Anyway, back to the games. These are the usual selection of Super Famicoms for 35 bucks and other similarly priced systems. Of course, it's in the junk section that you'll find the coolest stuff. Standing vertically and priced at $10 and $25 each are a couple of PSXs. These are PlayStation 2s with built-in DVR that Sony only put out in Japan. When they first came out, they retailed for almost $800. Bins and bins of consoles and accessories in varying states of disrepair, though they're usually in perfect working condition. More bins full of Super Famicom games at insanely cheap prices like Final Fantasy VI for $3. Boxed games, no problem. They're usually sports games though. Some more consoles, even if they don't work, they'll have a little tag attached that explains what's wrong with them. And then some extra bins of just stuff. Here's what I got. A fishing game for the N64 that brings me one step closer to completing my collection. A Sega Saturn memory cartridge that I don't think works. A pink N64 and a matching controller that I found in the junk section but work perfectly. And finally, I got the PC Engine Duo. I just had to have it. 150 bucks in the box, it goes for twice that on eBay. I ended up replacing the capacitors myself, and I had to learn how to solder, but I only burned myself twice. That wraps it up for this episode of Hands On Hard Off. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching and mahalo.